So is your child ready to start using the toilet and you don't know the difference between toilet learning, potty training? Well, today I'm going to talk about the difference, and we're going to talk about toilet learning. Hi, I'm Tiffany Bakke from the Montessori Place, and today we're going to talk about toilet learning. So when I had my first child, my daughter, I didn't know the difference between toilet learning and potty training, and well, I got really good at training myself. Toilet training or potty training implies that the adult is directing the behavior. And that's what I did this first go around. I noticed the signs that my daughter was ready, and I would put her on the potty and give her rewards and incentives to try to go potty. And then I was constantly watching the clock and watching her and saying, "Come on, let's go potty." But toilet learning is different. And I learned that distinction when my twins came along. So before I get into my twins, I want to talk about some things that I did learn at the beginning. First off, my husband and I chose to use cloth diapers. And I was staying at home, so it was easy for us to get a sprayer and attach it to our toilet to be able to spray out the diapers. However, if you are working, you can find laundry services in most cases that can come and wash the cloth diapers for you. But in using cloth diapers, or just using any diapers, changing your child as soon as they go to the toilet, or as soon as they go in the diaper, you want them to associate that dirty diaper with and being uncomfortable. You want to recognize that and immediately change the diaper when they go. And so if you have a consistent routine of about your child eating every 2 hours, and they eat and then they play a little bit, you change their diaper, they go to sleep. Well, you have that routine of, you know when they're gonna go, that you know when you need to change them. Some parents, I'm gonna go off on a tangent, some parents like to try to do the elimination communication. If you can do that, great. When I was a new mom, trying to watch my daughter, and she would cry when she would go to the bathroom, but I was never fast enough to see that cue to get her to a toilet or somewhere to go. So if you want to try elimination communication, great. If not, like me, I looked for when she did go, and then I immediately changed her. So if you are ready to start toilet training, let's talk about some signs of readiness before we get into what I did with my sons. So how I knew they were ready. They were able to hold it or go longer in between dirty diapers. So 2 hours or longer. When I would put them down for a nap, oftentimes they were waking up dry. They began to notice when they had a dirty diaper and would come to me, or they would begin to say, like they would begin to recognize that they were dirty or something uncomfortable was happening. So they were beginning to have the language. They were also walking, and so they were able to help retrieve diapers. They could go and retrieve wipes or hand me wipes, and they were able to pull up and down pants and clothing to help change themselves. So here we go, toilet learning. With my sons, as soon as they were able to walk, I started having them help me change them. That involved standing up. So when I changed them, they were standing up facing away from me, so I was looking at their bottom. If they had a bowel movement, I would lay them over my knee to wipe upward and out. But again, I was changing them as soon as they would go. So it wasn't a big mess often. And they could help hand wipes. They could hold the front of the diaper, but they were assisting. And as soon as I would get them cleaned up, I would put them on the toilet just to associate diaper changes, dirty diapers with a toilet. And I would start that routine and then wiping them if they went and washing their hands. So now we started establishing this routine. And for a while, they did not go on the potty, but then they began to recognize and start to go. Now it was helpful that I had twins learning together and an older sister who would like to practice with them. So we had a lot of potty parties where my children would each sit on their potties. I had 2 little potties and my daughter would be on the big toilet, and they would look at books for like 45 minutes until someone would go. So here my children were getting changed as soon as they went. And then they were learning to sit on the toilet after they were changed. So when we did start to make that transition to not using diapers, we transitioned from diapers to underwear. We didn't go the pull-up route or any of that. We put on loose shorts. We found that underwear was too much like a diaper, but if you put on loose shorts, if they went, it immediately ran down the leg, and they knew that they went right away. And it took us 2 days of wearing loose shorts, and we kind of kept them contained to our kitchen front hall area that was tile, so I didn't have a lot of cleanup. And here we were. They had toilet learned. They had recognized their body cues. They were consistently going before they'd eat a meal, after they'd eat a meal, before nap time, before bed, before going out to the store. So having that consistent routine also allowed them to recognize their body cues and go. So it wasn't me directing, it wasn't me incentivizing them. They discovered they could do it, they were excited to do it, and they did it. So I hope these were some helpful tips. Remember, consistent routine, changing your child as soon as they go, having your child be able to dress themselves and take their pants on and off. As soon as your child is starting to walk, getting them in the routine of going on the potty, and then transitioning to the underwear, the pull-ups, whatever route you decide to go. Have fun! If you are finding my tips helpful, please subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, follow me on Facebook at The Montessori Place.